Want real control over your money? You're in the right place. Life changes fast. New job, new home, a date night here, a gas fill up there, and every one of those moments shows up on your bank account. The opposite holds true as well. Your personal financial decisions affect your real life too. Controlling your finances is key in making wise decisions and crucial to achieving financial independence. Today, I'll introduce you to a tool that will revolutionize the way you see your money. Let's call it your Cash Flow Navigator. This tool will give you a clear picture of your finances, showing where your money comes from, where it goes, which cost buckets eat up the most cash, and, most importantly, how much cash you have left to save for your dreams. You might be wondering, what makes this Google Sheets cash flow tracker different from the dozens you've seen? See, I am an investment manager, and as such, I build complex financial models and make decisions with lots of data. That taught me two truths. Simplicity wins, and flexibility are crucial for any decision tool. However, that level of simplicity and flexibility I could not find in any tracking template out there on the market. So I built the Cash Flow Navigator, your decision tool designed for your real life. Most expense trackers on the market will prioritize design beauty and basic functionality, but that focus will often come at the expense of flexibility. For instance, they'll give you a fixed table for income and expenses. But what if you encounter more expense types than the template accommodates? This is where the Cash Flow Navigator stands out. It's user-friendly for both beginners and seasoned trackers, but it allows for customization as well. The Cash Flow Navigator is also the most flexible tool out there. Conventional income and expense tracker templates will give you one layer of categorization: food, rent, going out, and so on. Over time, however, as more expenses come in, the number of categorizations in your budget spreadsheet will increase. Add technology, repairs, kitchen utensils, maybe even a category for pet surprises. With so many labels, it's easy to lose oversight. And if you consolidate many labels into one, you may easily oversimplify. This is why the Cash Flow Navigator introduces a 3-tier categorization system. Begin with predefined primary categories like income or essential expenses. Then drill down to custom categories and subcategories that you can adjust to your needs. For example, your lifestyle expenses might break down into fun and social, which can drill further into vacations, going out, or fairs and expositions. This system ensures you can always zoom out to see overall cash flow and zoom in to pinpoint exactly where your money went. Getting started with Cash Flow Navigator is straightforward. First, acquaint yourself with the control panel. Here you'll encounter essentials like abbreviations, a brief README guide, and your master tables. In these master tables, you'll meet the 10 standard categories we talked about before. They are fixed because they're the highest level of consolidation, from core income to essential expenses to growth investments. Imagine each of these 10 categories as the top of pine trees, sheltering a set of related expenses or incomes. For example, lifestyle expenses can include fun and social, care and cosmetics, sports and dancing. Fun and social can then split further into things like vacations, going out, fairs, and expositions. These subcategories and categories that you can create at will can be defined and mapped in the income and expenses mapping table. A quick rule you'll love: only type into light yellow fields. Everything else calculates for you. Next, we enter the heart of the tool, the input sheet. Here's where every actual transaction, big or small, finds its place. To keep things practical, I'll record each expense in a notes app on my mobile as soon as it happens. For example, right after grocery shopping, I'll jot down May 14th, 2024. Food, 120 USD. This quick step saves time in the moment. At the end of each month, I'll transfer all those entries into the Cash Flow Navigator for analysis. To log your transactions, you only need to specify 3 essentials: the transaction date, the transaction amount, and the subcategory. It's pulling directly from the I and E mapping table you set up earlier. Categories fill in automatically based on your mapping. Want to remember more details of your transaction? Just use the notes column. Bear in mind that all numbers need to be entered as positive figures in this Google Sheets expense and income tracker. You've entered your transactions. Great. Now head to the Overview Annual tab. Think of this as your financial dashboard, where scattered data turns into a clear story. This is where you'll get all your questions answered. What are my largest cost buckets? How do expenses move over time? And what's my real cash flow for the year? Start by selecting the year you want to analyze, usually your current year. If your most recent entries are from 2024, set 2024 as the last year. The first thing you'll see is your yearly snapshot with the sum of all cash flows, your bottom line for the year. That cash flow is then organized into its contributors' gross income, total expenses, capital management, and total contributions. Each of these is then broken down into the main categories. Beyond the yearly snapshot, this tab gives you a 12-year sweep of your financial history, so you can spot trends and catch outliers. First, on a high level, you'll see a 12-year bar chart comparing actuals to actuals, plus an all-in chart that stacks your actual cash flows together. Then, as a complete cash flow statement for all your actual transactions, drill down to your main categories. For example, you'll see if that jump in total expenses came from essential costs like housing and utilities, or lifestyle choices like dining out and vacations. If the big picture view gave you what you needed, you're set. But if you want sharper answers, what's really driving your cash flow, the Cash Flow Navigator offers powerful drill-down features. Let's start with the actual transaction table, which takes all your subcategories and sorts them from the largest to the smallest. Imagine looking at your spending and instantly spotting your biggest expense categories, like rent or groceries, right at the top. This is invaluable if you want to see where the bulk of your money goes. Now flip over to the drill down tables. Here you can pick any main category, say essential expenses, and you'll see every category you mapped to it, charted across a full 12-year timeline. But you'll only see the data you provided in the input sheet, since we only filled the sheet with 2022 to 2024 data. Only 3 years of data are visible. This split helps you spot trends and proportions of your expense categories. Want even more precision? Use the category to subcategory drill down. Choose a category like fees, and you'll see the exact subcategories underneath and how each one evolves over time. Welcome to the I and E details sheet. Here's where all things come together. The Overview Monthly tab follows the exact same format as your Overview Annual tab and allows you to see exactly how your cash flows shift month by month within a specific year. This all-in-one snapshot makes it effortless to drill down to any level of details. Instantly, you'll see your total cash flow for the month, the net worth at month's end, and a detailed breakdown of what contributed most to your financial outcome. All your totals, as well as their main categories, can now be tracked on the timeline that includes all 12 months of your specified year, letting you spot trends, seasonal spikes, or unexpected dips. Just like in the annual overview, you get your actual cash flow statement, plus drill down tables for any category, so you're never guessing where the money went. Welcome to the I&E Details sheet. Here's where all things come together. You'll see two pivot tables, one that spans the full 12-year timeline and one that zooms into a single year, month by month. These pivots unite every category and category level and their associated numbers, all in a single view. This all-in-one snapshot makes it effortless to drill down to any level of details, spot where your money goes, compare trends, or catch hidden fluctuations. Here's the main takeaway. The Cash Flow Navigator isn't just another template. It's a tool that excels in simplicity, flexibility, and structure tailored to your personal financial story. However, it's only one out of a collection of smart tools we offer. Click the link in the description to gain access to our tool platform. Here, you'll find tools to track either your cash flows or your net worth. The focus of our today's release was on the simple Cash Flow Navigator. If you want to zoom in on what you own and what you owe, the Net Worth Navigator is your lens for assets and debts. For each both cash flow and net worth sides, we offer a simple and a pro version. The simple versions are simply trackers. Enter your transactions or balances and analyze. The pro versions gives you all functionalities of the simple version, plus the ability to plan your budget. For those ready to see the full big picture, the Money Map tool is our flagship. It combines both sides, cash flow and net worth, and blends actuals with budgets in one place. And the price? Very affordable. Even the most advanced tool costs less than $10, a tiny one-time cost compared to the hours it saves and the clarity it brings over your finances. So, what are you waiting for? Click the link in the bio and grab the tool of your choice. For any questions or feature suggestions, please use the comment section of this video. We read every suggestion and truly make improvements based on your feedback. Lastly, you really support our channel by liking and subscribing for more useful templates and tools to build your wealth.